It's not really astounding that the most costly creature at any point sold was a pure breed. Pony hustling is perhaps the most seasoned game supported by the well-off. At the point when a pony wins one of the most unmistakable races on the planet, it can bring a ton of cash in stud fees. The most costly pony at any point bought was named Fusaichi Pegasus. He was sold not long after winning the Kentucky Derby in 2000. The real sum paid wasn't revealed at the hour of offer, yet it has been assessed at $60–70 million. Thoroughbreds are prized for their qualities, so the stud charges for Fusaichi Pegasus are serious stuff. He was taken to Ashford Stud close to Versailles, Kentucky, where he directed a stud expense of around $200,000. Since that time, he's sired in excess of 75 stakes victors around the world. However, the cost of his administrations has dropped significantly. In 2020, the stud charge for Fusaichi Pegasus was just $7,500. Regardless of siring a few champs including Roman Ruler, Heredation, and Bandini, Fusaichi Pegasus is viewed as a failure as a steed. Be that as it may, that is likely because of the phenomenal cost paid for him. The uncommon Pacific bluefin fish is the most costly fish on the planet. The greasy meat found in the underbelly can bring a significant expense at any sushi eatery. This isn't the fish you find in a can. The world-popular Japanese fish showcase sells the biggest bluefin fish anyplace. At the point when the season starts, the worth skyrockets for the primary example because of the status ascribed to the triumphant bidder. In mid-2019, the suitably named Fish King, Kiyoshi Kimura, paid a record $3.1 million for a 278 kg, 612 pounds, Pacific bluefin fish. With that move, Kimura crushed the old 2013 record of $1.4 million for the most costly fish buy ever. Gracious, Kimura had purchased that one, as well. Japanese koi reproducing has been an artistic expression for many years. Through specific reproducing, a dull-looking types of carp turned into a dynamically hued and exceptionally prized types of fish. If you need koi to fill your lake, hope to pay a great deal of cash for the fish. The cost goes up significantly when they are more seasoned and bigger. Ordinarily, koi can cost any place from a couple of bucks to a couple $1,000s. The significant expense originates from different components, yet the most remarkable is bloodline. Koi bloodlines are as profoundly esteemed as those having a place with family hound breeds. At the All Japan Koi Show in 2017, the 9-year-old terrific hero fish was sold for an astounding $1.8 million at auction. This makes her the most costly koi ever sold. Luckily, she has a couple of years in front of her. Koi can live for as long as 40 years. That implies the stupendous champ will raise for 2 or 3 decades and conceivably make a boatload of cash for her proprietor. You've likely heard Wagyu meat portrayed as the most costly and heavenly hamburger on the planet. Yet, even those prized bulls haven't gone for as much as America. The most costly bull ever sold. America is a uniquely reproduced Angus bull from North Dakota. In February 2019, the Schaff Angus Valley yearly creation deal shut the offering on this lot number 1 bull at an amazing $1.51 million. America wasn't bound for the supper plate, however, as he was uncommonly reared to stud. The winning bidder was Herbster Angus Farms of Falls City, Nebraska, yet the proprietor won't move the bull. America will stay in North Dakota, where 20% of his semen continues will go to the ranch. Herbster will hold 80%. Bull semen isn't modest. With regards to a bull like America, reproducers can hope to dish out a powerful aggregate. Wagyu's semen sells for many thousands. In 2019, a closeout sold 1 clump for $67,000. The estimation of America's semen is indistinct, however it's probably going to reach Wagyu levels given America's cost at sell-off. Commonly, individuals spend around $1,000 to $2,000 for a thoroughbred little dog, contingent upon the variety. A few people spend more, yet the normal family hound doesn't measure up to the worth attributed to the Tibetan Mastiff. These enormous, Fleecy canines have been around for over 5,000 years, and possessing one is viewed as a superficial point of interest in China. It's uncommon to see them outside of Tibet, which is one motivation behind why they are so expensive. The most costly one sold for $1.5 million to a coal noble from China. The hound, named Big Splash, Hongdong in Chinese, was viewed as an ideal example. The vendor evaluated that the pooch could be leased for studding for as much as 100,000 yuan. Although that sum wouldn't deliver a benefit on the first venture for a couple of years, the new proprietor needs no part in it. Large Splash was bought as a superficial point of interest. He will be dealt with like eminence with no cost saved for his consideration. In 2019, one dashing pigeon named Armando was offered to a Chinese representative for a terrific aggregate of $1.4 million. The significant expense originated from an offering war that finished at record levels. Armando was bought for his capacity to father another age of hustling pigeons. Pigeon hustling is particularly well known in China, where record deals happen all the time. In 2013, the past record holder, Bolt, sold for €310,000. A few creatures are worth very much of cash dependent on their appearance, irregularity, or size. Different creatures are loved for their sperm. The last is positively valid for Deveronvale Perfection, a family Texel smash reared specifically by means of undeveloped organism transfer. A Texel is a lean meat sheep, and this one sold in 2009 for an incredible £231,000. In any case, that is an unimportant entirety contrasted with the measure of money that Deveronvale Perfection will pull in from stud expenses, which is the cash charged to let your sheep get freaky with him. The past UK record holder, Top Hill Joe, sold for £128,000 in 2003. That solitary sheep figured out how to acquire an astounding £1 million in stud expenses. In 2008, a Fort Lauderdale, Florida, family lost their dearest brilliant Labrador, Sir Lancelot, so they solidified his DNA. That is not what the vast majority do when a pet passes away. Of course, a great many people can't stand to burn through $155,000 to have their pets cloned, either. The Otto family contacted a South Korean cloning firm to have their pooch reproduced from the solidified remains. Clearly, the Ottos put the triumphant offer in a closeout by the biotech firm, which was searching for somebody ready to pay for the organization to take a stab at something new. The cloning of Lancelot was effective, and the family gotten a 10-week-old, 4.5 kilogram, 17 pounds, yellow lab pup a brief time frame later. The new doggy, named Sir Lancelot Encore, was hereditarily indistinguishable from all things considered, to himself. He didn't appear at an unfilled home as the Otto family had 9 different canines, 10 felines, 4 winged creatures, and 6 sheep. The most cash at any point paid for a stag creepy crawly was around $90,500 in 1999. The buyer, a 36-year-old organization president, got it at Wakiwako Land, a Tokyo Forte shop. The bug was worth such a great amount because of its size. The normal stag creepy crawly comes to about 5.1 centimeters, 2 in, long, yet the one being referred to was about 7.6 centimeters, 3 in, making it uncommon and alluring to authorities. It's improbable that another example will sell for more cash since raisers have since discovered a technique for creating these bugs all the more every now and again. CC, the first cloned feline, was conceived in 2001. She was embraced by a logical scientist who had chipped away at the project. Scarcely any years after the fact, feline cloning went business. Minimal Nicky, the main cat cloned explicitly to be offered to an individual, was brought into the world in 2004. After the first Nicky had passed, a Texas lady named Julie went to the great individuals at Genetic Savings and Clone, Inc., in Sausalito, California. She requested her adored pet to be cloned. The strategy cost $50,000. For her money, Julie got an 8-week-old little cat cloned from her perished Nicky. She picked to name the kitty Minimal Nicky out of appreciation for its forebear. Julie was more than satisfied with her buy. He is indistinguishable. I have not had the option to see one distinction, she said. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.